Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma's offense will get the first crack at it here. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Oh, everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Palmer.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the lone running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Vick. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone and understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the...
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The LSU Tigers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. When you have a weapon like this on the outside, and a guy in the secondary whose job is to take everything away, it's going to be a great matchup, guys.
It's so fun to see how you attack great safeties in the middle of the field. Are you willing to do that, or are you going to try to live on the perimeter? This offensive matchup will be great.
Yeah, normally you'd say receiver versus safety, the receiver's going to win. This safety, though, has got the speed to run with this guy, and he's going to make it interesting back there.
Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and you get worn down in the fourth quarter.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. 1st and 10 for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
It's caught along the sidelines, but he's out of bounds. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he made the extra point without problem. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They'll go to the ground. Still just plowing down the field. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hands it off. No, he just flat ran over it.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Give to the back. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. The Sooners look to keep this drive humming. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Looking to throw on second down. He's got his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Tigers want to move quickly. To the air on first down. And the ball is intercepted. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Line gets set, first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Just got to finish the play. If you're the wide receiver, you got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. At midfield, he's got room. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. The give from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Catch in the middle, it's Woodard. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown Sooners! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drop.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Caught. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? It's 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Offense getting set for 1st down. He's looking to throw it. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 40, there he goes. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Getting some heat. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown LSU!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Wants to throw on first down. Feeling some heat. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific game from there in Death Valley. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He'll do it himself. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
How nice is it to have a guy that can say, I'm just going to go get the first down. Like, I know I have options. I can do X, Y, and Z, but I'm just going to let me run it, go get the first down, and give myself an extra set of downs.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Finds his man down the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Now on 2nd down. The corners are walked up tight. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. The 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Washington State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Pullman behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to UNLV. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
This offense has a second down play. Gets it out quickly. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense. These littler guys, they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Quick release by the QB. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Will they keep it on the ground again here on third down? Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on you on second down.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play on him. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense in Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that too.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. They're working that left side. Turns it on in midfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying to impose their will with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, Gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Tackled, but he has a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Throws to the back. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running to the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Sooners. They've got the lead here in the fourth. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. On target over the middle. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Offense in a split backfield. From the gun, running back on the move. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. And it's his 4th interception of the game.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They're bringing heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Setting up the screen. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Line gets set. First down. From the gun, the running back has it. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front, climbing into 2nd level, and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
Quick completion to the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go to the counter play. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Offensively, you want to run that counter, right, to try to take advantage of hyperactive defenses, but just poor execution. Not a good job understanding where I need to go when I bounce that thing backside. When it bounced outside, you want to take that thing inside. So the offense needs to operate a little bit better.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Got room on the return. At the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll throw it on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown Sooners. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Washington State is ahead right now, but the school that nearly saw Ryan Leaf win a Heisman back in the day still has some work to do. They're up by 5 over UNLV. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back. That'll be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Complete downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Going up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Back to the air one more time. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They were really starting to put a drive together, and after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he added the extra point. They go 83 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to get the edge on the left. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. As they come to the line on 2nd down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I got to be honest, I thought this tight end was going to have a much bigger role in this game. They wanted to get him the football early and often, but after that drop here in the 2nd half, he still doesn't have a catch.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. After this, it'll be a wrap. These corners going to give these receivers some space. He wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one has gone. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.